This is a presentation of the Badlands Media Network.
Yes, I am running way behind. Forgive me, but I've been up a long time on a long ride and I'm tired as hell. Welcome to the Rattlegator Report. Today is May 24th, 2023, and this is episode 90, 93. Welcome. I thank you for joining me. It's been quite a travel. I'm still trying to print out a little worksheet I wanted to try and help me get through this episode. So hang on, hang tight. Let me finish trying to hopefully print this daggum thing. I may just have to give up on it. It will not be the first time, as y'all know, if you've been watching. So, but we've had so much going on. It has been such an interesting time. Not good for me in terms of keeping up with current events and staying abreast of everything that's happening. It's just impossible when you're traveling and you're mixing with family and friends and you're doing different stuff. It's just uh, impossible. So y'all will forgive me. I will naturally rely on you. Did I say it's May 23? I hope I said it's May 24. But y'all have always been great contributors and keeping abreast of current events, certainly as well as I have been. And again, that is one of the benefits of our morning chat. I don't have any coffee because I've had a good bit of coffee already. And I need to try and get this phone set up so that it doesn't go off on me during the episode. And I want to just, oh goodness, I was gonna, in case y'all didn't, let me go find that. Somebody asked yesterday something about a picture. I did post a little happy birthday thing to my brother yesterday, and I meant to pull that up, but it shouldn't be that hard to get to and share the screen. Let me see if I can show some dexterity here. I see, yeah, some people have commented on some of my stuff this morning. That's good. Yeah, I had a great time with my brother yesterday and his family. That is what kept me in Palm Beach County. And yeah, it delayed me. But we were having a good time. I don't get a chance to hang with him much. And so, or his family and his kids, he's got two young boys. And that's more than a notion. But we left them behind and we went to Lauderdale by the Sea. Beautiful spot, beautiful location. We ate at Aruba Cafe. If any of you have been down there or plan on going, we had great meals. Everything was outstanding. Aruba Cafe. Let me see if I can figure out how to share this screen briefly and then get to the chat. Because I do like to start off with seeing if y'all have directed me to something of note given my travel. But I'm going to probably have to pick. I think this is it. Yes. So for those of you on the video, it won't help you in the chat, but that's my Irish twin brother there. A badass son of a gun, if I say so myself. And when you get the two of us together, wow. And it's only exponentially worse when our third brother joins the group. It's more than a notion, let me tell you. And we like to have some fun. We like to have some fun. So okay, let me get out of that, get back to the chat, and I guess I need to adjust my camera a little bit. Get my Trump 2020 in there so nobody has any doubt. No, I am not. In case you're a new viewer, I know I just pulled back up my Rattlegator account. Some people may be here for the first time. I have not moved on from 2020, and I am not moving on from 2020. A reckoning must be coming. Severe punishment must be coming. So, chat. let me. I'm confused because I'm back in my home environment, and that's naturally gonna throw me off quite a bit today. Once I get used to the other mess, then you have to come back here and. Good morning, Firestorm, Joe, Diana. Good morning. Yeah, South Florida gardening can be tough, Diana. Fog of war is very thick right now. That is true, and it's one of the things I want to talk about today. I was listening to some of our, I don't remember if it was Defected or Devolution Power Hour, but on the drive up from South Florida, I listened to some of that, and it's like, okay, I need to. It's not about correcting or taking issue with anyone, but it's about there's a valued approach we need to take, and even if it's just those of us inclined to watch this show, to have a morning cup of coffee, ease into the day from a little bit of a position of experience. Not to say a better, but part of the network is to not have groupthink, to have varied opinions, to be able to look at something from a different angle and say this may be of value too. So I really hang on to that. A garden show. That ain't me. My mother would have loved that. Boy, did she like to. And I do appreciate people who have an appreciation for gardening. I wanted to show a little bit more of the house in Palm Beach County where I spent a pretty good amount of time. It's just they've done a beautiful job, but they're a little camera shy. And I did post, maybe I should show that. I did post a picture from their backyard. They have a beautiful shade tree, which is not pictured in the photograph I posted, but there's a canal that runs behind their house. There's plenty of open space, and they have opposing benches, lots of gardening type stuff and shrubbery around. And man, when you talk about the day slowing down and evening approaches, nightfall and breeze, and just having a little sippy sip and a little conversation and all that good stuff. That's good living, man. That is good living. I was so happy and relaxed to be hanging out with them. Yeah, I wish I just ran out of time. I ran out of time, and what the heck? Trust Trump. That is exactly right, Eurythmic. We don't have to worry so much about, okay, in this fog of war, narrative shielding, all this other kind of stuff. I don't think we have to worry about it. If you're like me, President Trump and General Flynn, lean hard on those two men and let everything else, okay, let it be what it's going to be. You can think it right, you can think it wrong, but you don't have to really invest in it. Good morning to each and every one of you joining me. So incredibly happy to have y'all. 802 is not way behind. Yeah, it's way behind. It's way behind. Nicole, it's way behind. I don't mind owning that. Jack Dorsey's tweet I didn't see. He came out with the JF. I am a Jack Dorsey fan. People have critiqued and criticized, but they boxed Jack Dorsey in on Twitter, the intelligence community supporting them to box him in and jettison him, his own invention. And I'm a Jack Dorsey fan. I think we need to give him plenty of dap. Just give him some room. Uh, Even if, like Elon, I think he's center left. I don't have a problem with that. People have a right to their opinion, and the opposing side has valid positions. They don't have the best, but they have valid positions. And so we need to learn how to respect our respectable opponents. Yeah, Maggravator, I met, yeah, in fact, Alpha Warrior, I'm supposed to be getting, you forget, a lot of stuff is going on. I saw him, we didn't get a chance to talk much, love the guy, but he complimented us heavily on the sports show panel that we did. Uh, yeah, I do have to get on that show, but they're taking care of business, in due time, in due time. And Rebecca, of course, you can talk about sponsoring this show. Ultimately, you're going to have to go through Kitty. I'm going to give you that information during the show, but you can email me at ratligator@gmail.com. That's A-OK. And then I can let her know some outreach is going to be coming. Um, that'd be perfect. Kinship, I'm tired. I'm tired. Don't get me started on don't get me started on the chemtrail stuff. I see you laughing, but don't get me started. Governor DeSantis, I just want y'all to know, you already know if you've been watching the show. I love my governor. He's the best governor in the nation, and I love my president. Those two viewpoints, I don't see any conflict with. I'm not concerned about him announcing running for president or anything. Don't care. Let's go through the process. Let's let this thing evolve. Let's see what it's going to be. I'm good with that. Good morning, Roy Boy, and everyone. Blessing me with your presence this morning. Good morning, Liberty Highway. So glad to see you here. Um, yeah, family is best. We have to hang on to family. We have to do everything we can to hang on to family and not let these political sapsuckers who are desperately trying to tell our family that politics comes before family. Yeah. No, no. Yeah, we have a great time. We can get we can get a little out of control sometimes. We have to be boys will be boys, okay? Oh, you surfed off from, oh my goodness, Diana. You are true South Florida. June June. Hey, no need to flatter him. Flatter me, not him. Okay. He's a rough one. Okay, y'all are giving me great humor. That's not going to help the people on the podcast. I will tell you, I'm going to ramble, of course, but I want to talk today a little bit about healthy skepticism. I want to talk about susceptibility to navel gazing. This is an American problem, uh, and I think we have some of that. And I want to talk about utilization of a probability possibility scale. This is all as part of our healthy skepticism, how we can kind of sort of keep ourselves in discernment mode, right? We're in a position now where our side, admittedly, is making use of ghosts in the machine. Our adversaries have been doing so for quite some time, much to our ignorance. We've just navel gazed American issues as if there are not outside forces trying to influence us. Okay? desperately trying to influence us. It's something we have to pay attention to and be cognizant of. Okay. Um, I'm probably not going to do it justice today, but that's no problem. We got plenty of time. We're definitely still in the drip, drip, drip. There may be some humongous surprise that come that indicates flood, but I think we're definitely still deep in the drip, drip, drip of releasing information, educating Americans on what the heck is what is and what the heck has happened to us. Um, but it's all good because we have competent professionals in charge, handling their business. Don't let this damn laptop crash on me. Uh, yeah, heat doesn't bother me at all. And just, man, we were sitting in that backyard, the breeze kicks in. It's just beautiful. That's why I hated to lose my house in Orange Park with that incredible canopy of trees, greenery, all kinds of plants. It was just a magnificent setting. I really wasn't able to show it off for y'all. But hey, every part of the state, I'm just a Florida fanatic. Every part of the state has incredibly beautiful uh, scenery. Yeah, General Flynn is unquestionably the real deal. America's general is how I and many others refer to him. 100% DAP he gets from me. That is the highest compliment I can give a man. I love Elon. I don't care that he's center left. His heart is in the right place and he's trying to allow for the public square to be the public square. I gotta respect that. I do not think Ron DeSantis is trying to take votes away from Donald Trump. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't believe that for a second. Um, what he's trying to do, Maggravator, what he's trying to do, in my estimation, is he's providing some diversity of choices on the stage. There is a benefit to that on a certain level. We don't seem to appreciate that, and I understand why. I am all in on Donald Trump, all in. But I recognize what my governor is doing, what I think my governor is doing. And he's robbing wrongdoers of oxygen. And that's how you suffocate these punks. So keep robbing them of oxygen. I'm good with that. He is not a deep state plant. Ron DeSantis is the real deal. Joe, I told you yesterday, you're not a punk ass. I mean, we're good. Me and you, I'm good. I'm gonna get back with you. Um, but it's just such a busy time right now. Um, Trump and Ron DeSantis are a-okay with one another, I do believe. Yeah, I know Liberty Highway. That's the way it is for most people. And this is why I do try to interact. I mean, I can't acknowledge everybody in the chat, but periodically I'm just rolling through different people and hopefully I catch, if you chat on a regular basis, hopefully I am able to just at least acknowledge your presence. But I know most people just don't have time to participate in the chat. They may be listening at work while they're getting stuff done. We are a multitasking nation. And or they may be listening on a podcast. I put on Rumble the video as I was riding down the turnpike, riding up the turnpike. And, it's just playing like it's a audio. And so I know a lot of people are probably doing that as they go to and from work, etc. I'm appreciative of everybody, whether you're chatting on this forum or not, whether you join the battlefield of Twitter, as I try to suggest regularly, or not. And if you do join that battlefield on Twitter, if you get a moment, give a holler out to your boy, say hello, whatever, or make a comment. I try to acknowledge, again, can't do everything or everybody. Yeah, we have to fix elections. That's just all there is to it. And we don't have to just fix elections. We have to bring severe punishment. Severe. I'm not going to get off of that word. Severe punishment to those people who dared to mess around with our vote. You like the West Coast the best, Vito? The Florida West Coast? Hey, I'm sorry. That's great. Everybody's personal choice is great. I'm a Northeast Florida boy, and the East Coast is the best coast. I'm just saying. Um, Advertisements. I really messed up an advertisement yesterday. Yeah, you can't really multitask reading and listening. You're going to miss substantive parts of both. That's just incredible that people try. One has to take precedence. I've certainly done it, but one has to take precedence. Uh, Anywhere on the Northeast coast, Liberty Highway, Fernandina, and I claim Daytona Beach. I don't care what TV stations they watch and all like that. Daytona Beach is part of the Northeast Florida coast, as far as I'm concerned. So that whole area, and Southeast Georgia too, Cumberland Island, Golden Isles, hell, even up to Sapelo Island. That's all beautiful country, beautiful country. Okay, advertisements. Let's see if I can remember to do justice. And I'm probably, because I am late setting up today, not gonna do justice. Once again, I gotta try and remember, wow, did I even get there? I don't think so. I think what I'm gonna have to do, what am I gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to okay. I cannot skip over them again today. I cannot do that. So I'm going to have to do something, some kind of makeshift effort to do justice to them. So y'all hang tight while I limit the damage from yesterday's overlook. And oh wow, she doesn't have me. I'm gonna do it. Okay, Kitty has thrown me a curveball. I've actually thrown my. Let me own it, my damn self. I've thrown myself a curveball. So let me follow her script for today, and I will give. Oh, I did pull it up. Okay, I'm going to show you this. And this is the advertiser that's supposed to start a few days ago. I screwed up totally the launch, but it is Ascent. And they've just done a phenomenal job. I had some conversations about this product. I think there's a Florida boy involved in the ownership, but that's neither here nor there. They just have an incredible range of product, and they are offering a 15% promo code on their products if you utilize the promo code Rattler. Now, there are other people on the network who are also advertising this product, and making use of it as well. But if you want to particularly benefit this channel, you use the promo code Rattler, and I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. You see the range of products they have up there on the screen. I am currently making use of the berberine, which is a metformin. Well, no, let me rephrase that. Metformin is something of a pharmacological replicant of berberine. And we're not trying to make use of the big pharma products. I'd much rather use what's natural from nature. And because of the diabetes type 2 condition that I have begun using that for more than a month now. And I'm going to, at the end of the month, which is rapidly approaching, take my little measurements and all like that and see where I am with the A1C, all my other little diabetes numbers and stuff. But then in June, I'm going to try and be faithful to a no sugar month. I know damn well I'm not going to be able to do that, but I'm trying to severely cut back on the sugar for the month. And I'm going to implement a wide range of these Ascent products as part of that process too. And then we'll go out over a 3-month period and just see, as part of my do-it-yourself protocol, how that works out. That's my plan. And so y'all can hang in there with me if you're of a mind and you see some of these products that interest you, the sea moss, the cinnamon, the Ascent coffee, all of these different, the lion's mane. There's a wide range of products that they have, and I refer you to give them a check. If you see something you like, use the promo code Rattler, please. Okay, so that is what I neglected to do from the other day, and hopefully I've gotten right with them. I want to now, let's go to one of our faithful.
Benson Honey Farms delivers raw honey straight from the hive to your table. It is their mission to provide you the best raw honey at the lowest prices possible. By not pasteurizing, overheating, or filtering their honey, Benson Honey Farms ensures that all of its natural pollen and enzymes stay in the honey for maximum health benefits. So cut out the middleman and go straight to the source. Visit BensonHoneyFarms.com and use the rep code BADLANDS to place your order today. That's BensonHoneyFarms.com, rep code BADLANDS.
And of course, I don't really need much of a reason to not want to give up sugar beyond, of course, the apparent health difficulties I bring on through its usage. But Benson Honey has been an outstanding addition for us, and that's why I also want to hang on and make use of these sugar products. Benson Honey is fantastic. Okay, next up, our friend Kirk Elliott.
Silicon Valley Bank debacle demonstrated just how fragile our banking system can be. We don't know what the future holds, but history has shown us that physical gold and silver are a reliable store of value to protect your wealth. Don't let fear of the unknown paralyze you. Take the first step towards securing your financial future. Reach out to Kirk and his team at KirkElliottPhD.com/Badlands. That's KirkElliottPhD.com/Badlands.
Yeah, Kirk Elliott following up on Bitcoin Miami. Wow. It's going to be fascinating. I see Joe Lang is still going strong. I haven't seen his latest Substack. Some of you probably have. If you haven't, hunt it down. And he's regularly putting out comments on Telegram that kind of keep you oriented towards the best is yet to come. And the likelihood it's going to involve gold, silver, Bitcoin hybrid of the three. Who knows? But in due time, we're going to see. All right. In the chat, Texas voted to get rid of. We need Texas to get right. they have to face the consequences. And we have to know these people who have been wrongdoing for quite some time have faced the consequences, not a maybe. We have to know. I may not get to it today. Riding down the highway, I was just listening. It's like, okay, I gotta work in Sally Yates somehow, because to me, if her punk ass don't go to prison, we got a problem. Sally Yates drives me crazy. Yeah, Ponte Vedra is beautiful, awesome. Joe K, I think you're right. The current phase is to wake up the normies, and there are left, right, and middle of the road normies. It's pity time to buy some Bitcoin. Yes, stack those Satoshis. If you haven't begun, please start. It doesn't matter. I talked to this beautiful Mexican American chick at this Yardbird restaurant, and poor thing, she had purchased all these shit coins a few years back, wasn't really paying attention to them, so she had the right mindset to just buy and hold, but she was in the shit coins, and so she pulled them up at the table and showed us, what she had. Of course, her USDT, USDC had gone to zero. I think those were probably her two major purchases, and they had gone to zero. And we were basically begging her, please get out of these damn coins. Just get some Bitcoin. Just stack some Satoshis and move forward. You're young enough that you can stack on a regular basis and really help yourself out. But that's where we are, with people's investment mindset. And I want to see if I can ease into this healthy skepticism discussion as we're 30 minutes in. Because I want to do so from an approach that is not critical. It's just that, and I'm talking from the standpoint of content creators on Badlands Network and consumers of our product. We benefit ourselves, right, from applying a broad level of healthy skepticism. And that includes to people we naturally agree with. And we're doing it, I heard them talking, and it's like, okay, people have finally come to the position where we're not worried about Kash Patel and whether he's acknowledging. It's like we don't need to worry about that. Let Kash do what he's doing, because he's doing it. You can bet your bottom dollar, because that's the role that he's been assigned. He's doing his job. We don't need to doubt that. He's doing his job. So as we apply healthy skepticism to whatever he's saying, because we know damn well he's working with President Trump, we need to remember that, listen, we are the most unique nation on the planet, and there's something that means that I don't think Americans think of enough. That means every major nation on the planet is trying to affect our politics on a regular basis. Okay? Everyone. And you need to apply healthy skepticism to something that's occurring in this information war. Where is it coming from? I heard Chris Paul kind of sort of commenting about this, twins and, good twin and evil twin. I think we need to go beyond that, because it's not just that binary, but there are competing teams working conjointly sometimes and in opposition to one another sometimes, but always against the United States of America. That's my bias. That's my position. And one reason why I harp on Russia is because it is the most evident place where you can see Americans navel gazing and not paying attention to what these suckers have done for decades. And I harp on it partly because I probably mentioned definitely, I think in my first private Substack about Solzhenitsyn Reminder, my wife did her dissertation on a woman who was a Black American educator, children's theater pioneer, married to a man who was perhaps the most prominent educational theater practitioner in Black America of his era. And he had a role in World War II working with the OSS, of course, the precursor of the CIA. And in the 50s, the late 50s, the United States government honored Florida A&M University, the Playmakers Guild there at Florida A&M University, and paid for them to do a continental tour of Africa on behalf of the United States of America, in opposition to the Russians, who were making a major effort to fool the hell out of Africans. And they were doing a damn good job, still do a damn good job of fooling people all over the globe, including people in our country buying their bullshit propaganda. Nazis in Ukraine, forget that crap. It's Russian propaganda. How about some healthy skepticism applied to Russian propaganda? They have never stopped trying to influence activity in the United States of America. I don't hear enough people on our content creator network applying healthy skepticism to Russian propaganda. It drives me freaking crazy. And again, part of it is, look, I'm coming out of the Black experience, and I hear all of this talk. Y'all don't, but I do hear all this talk about colonizers, people navel gazing in this country or from the West Indies or wherever, and talking about colonizers. Well, damn, have you looked at Russia? Do you know what colonizer means? Probably the biggest colonizer current on the planet. Healthy skepticism, ladies and gentlemen. We need to apply it across the board. Our input, people who we naturally believe and support and have confirmation bias towards. But most definitely to those people we know are stirring the pot to create discord in this country. Now, on the program, I heard John and Chris Paul, Kyle, talking about January 6th. No, wait. It was the little Antifa attack, the summer of, love and riots, and what they tried to do at the White House. And then Bill Barr has some event or press conference or something later and talking about interference from foreign governments, multiple foreign governments. And they were interfering and trying to sow discord by utilizing groups on both freaking sides of the American political landscape. We don't pay attention to that. We don't cognitively really keep it at the forefront when we start discussing things like Russia and Ukraine. John said something about, hey, I saw an Azov battalion guy there at the... Did you? Did you really? Are you sure? Are you really sure? Because I'm not sure you did. I know it was presented, but I've tried to say to people before, we're in the age of artificial intelligence and the easy replication of fakery. Be careful when you ingest, perhaps, some fakery. And how do you define fakery? Well, first, look, what is the Russian propaganda right now? That's how you begin the analysis. Does this marry up with Russian propaganda? Because if it does, you better back the hell up and think 3 times, please. Please. Heard the other day on our network somehow, oh my goodness, Prigozhin had taken Bakhmut and it's all over. No, hell, it is not. Don't believe that fucking liar. Why are we pimping Prigozhin? Anyway, I love my guys. I love my guys. But can we please apply some healthy skepticism to the Russians? Please. Please. That is my thing about healthy skepticism. And how do we protect ourselves from my vantage point on the healthy skepticism? You've got to employ a probability possibility scale. If somebody has put forward some information to you that does not hold up, for instance, right now, that whole Bakhmut story is not holding up. Sorry to tell you. You need to have some great skepticism to whoever pimped that story to you. You don't just ignore it and come back and then, okay, no. You brought that bullshit to me. I need to look skeptically at what you're bringing to me. Right? But that's the whole thing. That's how we protect ourselves. That's how we look at the Durham report. Right? People are disappointed. Why are people disappointed with the Durham report? I raced through it the other day. I'm going to have to this weekend, kind of amidst all kinds of family stuff in Atlanta, I'm going to have to try and detail it a little bit more. But what I saw looked damn good to me. Damn good to me, because I never walk away from the whole how do you introduce evidence thing. That's how you have to look at the Durham report. One of the ways you have to look at the Durham report. It's escaping me now. Wow, I had another major point I had on how I think you have to look at the Durham report. May have already said it on this show. I've forgotten now. But I have a range of ways at which I look at that Durham report. And if I just didn't have so many things going on, I would probably sit down and write a Substack about the Durham report. Hey, maybe next week. I don't think anything is going to happen immediately that's going to make some future Substack of mine less relevant. But I'm really trying to not, because I'm not criticizing these guys. I acknowledge the probability that I'm going to be wrong, the probability that they're going to be wrong. We may be equally wrong. We may be disproportionately wrong. I may be, or they may. It's not about any of that. It's about we're in the position of not knowing by design. And that has to mean something to us in terms of how we are communicating and going forward. Another thing I want to say, it occurred to me while listening to them. Again, they're doing great stuff. It's just that these things occur to me. It could have been anybody talking about the subject. It could have been me talking about the subject. And if I'm listening to it on a replay, these things would have occurred to me as well. We have to look at this work product that's being produced from a vantage point of history, and maybe multiple histories. And that may be something that, Burning Bright will toss back my way. True, well and good. But when you look at these agencies and how we're discussing, we have to be very, very careful not to conflate. And all I hear, and it may just be my weird, but all I hear is a lot of conflation. And we're talking about, the FBI did this, the Department of Justice did this. And my thing is, one of the ways in which we may be able to discern to our benefit things that help us as we zigzag through this fog is certain specificity. If you remember really paying attention. It wasn't that the Department of Justice was doing X, Y, or Z elements of the Department of Justice, nodes within the Department of Justice, nodes of wrongdoing. It seemed very clear to me. Nodes within the FBI of wrongdoing. It seemed very clear to me, even within the CIA, which I think is likely the biggest wrongdoer in this entire agency drama. But even the CIA, I can remember they had Klein-Smith modifying something because the report came back from the CIA and they properly identified Carter Page as an asset. And the fool boy had to change that in order to go forward with this FISA stuff. This is what I mean about nodes. We need to be more specific. It's not just the DOJ. It's not just the FBI. It might not even be just the CIA. I do the same thing when I talk about, I'm not concerned about the BRICS. I'm looking now at the clock. Yeah, the time is going to get away from me. I got to get these ads. I got to get the final 2 ads before the show ends. But even with the BRICS situation, not concerned about them. I started to try and play a Peter Zeihan video today. Again, he can bug the heck out of me, definitely of the center left, but he can make some very good points, especially when he's talking about de-dollarization. I'm not concerned with that in the slightest. And it's another area to me where we need to be concerned about being specific. When you talk about de-dollarization, I'm thinking about the Federal Reserve note, not the United States dollar, because there is going to be a United States dollar after this controlled demolition occurs. Is there going to be a Federal Reserve note after this controlled demolition? I don't think so. So to me, that's different. I would much rather we talked about the Federal Reserve note going away and the United States dollar being more true, legit, backed by something real. I'm not talking yang about the United States dollar. The United States dollar is going to be preeminent after all this is over. I think you can take that to the bank. But the Federal Reserve note, yeah. Anyway, more things are likely going to occur to me. I'm sure I'm going to come back to the Russia angle because it just disturbs me that much. And I'm sure I'm going to come back to the Durham report. I'm sure I'm going to come back to, hell, even Ron DeSantis and President Trump. I did not expect, I have to admit, did not expect, and y'all know I'm all in on Elon Musk. Okay, so I'm all in on President Trump. I'm all in on Ron DeSantis, and I'm all in on Elon Musk. And I'm like, well, damn. Okay, now wait, you're gonna do an announcement for real, and you're gonna do it on Elon's platform? Okay, I can see how that works. I can see how that works. Bigger picture. But yeah, y'all are pushing me here. I mean, it's like, you had to do that? You really had to do that? Okay, all right. Yeah, G Money. I've got to talk to both of them, Liberty Highway, because I am hoping that we can jointly work something out so that we have something of a progression next week. Florida girl with her little review from the Bitcoin conference in Miami. Sean comes in, G Money comes in and follows that. 3 days in a row, we have some little component piece. I think that could be fascinating. I don't know that we're going to be able to pull it off, but I'm going to try and reach out to all three to see if maybe we can absolutely pull that off. Ads. Okay, let me remember my next two ads. Yeah. Let me pull this up because I failed to get them primed, and I'm just glad to have gotten my berberine out there, promo code Rattler, for all of that. Hopefully in the coming weeks, I can be more regularized with it. But hey, I hope y'all remain charitable to the process here. Even amidst my ranting and raving at times about this, that, or the other. Yeah, I think I'm good. First ad. Our friend Mike Lindell. Are you getting a great night's sleep? This is a concern, of course. If you aren't, it's time to upgrade your bed with the My Mattress Topper 2.0 from our friends at MyPillow.com. The My Mattress Topper 2.0 is a 3-inch coil hybrid topper, perfect blend of comfort foam, support foam, and nanocoils. This provides perfect sleeping service. Nanocoil technology, nanocoil. I need to sleep. Technology offers dynamic response to your body's natural movements, providing superior support as well as reducing partner disturbance. The My Mattress Topper's inner springs transfers heat more efficiently and creates a channel for airflow to better regulate sleeping temperatures. It has a patented cover with phase change technology to help keep your body temperature right for you as an individual, and its superior durability resists sagging, settlement, body impressions, etc. The My Mattress Topper 2.0 comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty. You can get your My Mattress Topper 2.0 for as low as $219.59 with the promo code Badlands. Just go to mypillow.com/Badlands for discounts on all MyPillow products. And just a quick reminder to check out Badlands Marketplace on badlandsmarketplace.com, where you'll find MyPillow and a growing number of America First businesses listed. This is our opportunity to say to you, please, please, please help us build our parallel economy by shopping America First. Okay, next. We have the Wellness Company, and we have them here on this platform because of the COVID nonsense, of course, that we've all suffered through recently. Are you worried about spike proteins and how they may impact your health? Are you looking for help, but you don't know quite what to do? The Wellness Company has an answer in the form of their clean, pure, all-natural spike support formula developed by experts like Dr. Peter McCullough. The Wellness Company's spike support includes incredible nattokinase, dandelion root, black sativa extract, green tea, and Irish sea moss. Even better, the spike formula by the Wellness Company is vegan, gluten-free, and made right here in the USA, providing you with the trust you can rely on if you're concerned about spike proteins. Buying American-made, naturalistic ingredients of this quality separately cost over $100. The Wellness Company Spike formula is only $65.99. Go to spikedefend.com to order Spike support today and use promo code Badlands for 10% off. That's spikedefend.com, promo code Badlands for peace of mind if you are concerned about spike proteins. All right, ads are in. Let me race to the chat for abuse or whatever this morning. Oh goodness. Yeah. If we go black for 10 days, an aggravator says, the neighborhood I live in will be in chaos, and I'm nervous about it. Yeah, something is coming. We don't quite know what, but something is definitely coming. The sense I got from mixing and mingling with my family and friends, they're not concerned. They're just living. Good morning, Mrs. A. Watley. Good morning, Rhea. Yeah, LaRosa's not going to be able to take back the West Coast. Forget that. I'm really curious about Mexico. What the announcement of Elon's mega factory in Mexico means, really and truly. What El Salvador's major crackdown on MS-13, if I'm not mistaken, really means. I think one major initiative that's underappreciated from the Trump administration was the early designation of task forces to deal with these cartels. The announcement of naval forces going into the Gulf and the Pacific around Mexico. I just think all kinds of stuff happened that we don't know. And it has prepped the way for a transition in some of these governments that may have been taken advantage of by some of these top-down authoritarian Russia and China government entities that have been signed off upon, go wreak havoc. And we just sitting over here ignorant of all the craziness they're doing and entities they are whoring out. I think we're going to be shocked once that becomes really, really, really known. And I don't quite know how you look at the Durham report and not see a different spin on Russia, Russia, Russia. And if you don't see the difference, well, if you do see the Russia, Russia, Russia that I saw in the Durham report, how is it that we're talking about Donald Trump working with Vladimir Putin? How? What? Wasn't he talking about holding foreign government interference accountable? Wasn't he? Do we not see the Russia angle there? I don't know, man. I don't know. No, Putin is not in the circle with Trump. I just United we stand 1029. No, that's my firm opinion. And I'm willing to be firmly wrong, but that's my very firm opinion. Durham definitely accomplished what was to be accomplished and presented it on a platter saying, here, my dear, eat at your leisure, but I'm giving you all the food you need to understand what the hell is going on here. And it's not just food you need, it's food the prosecutors need going forward for that massive RICO. I'm very happy. Yeah, Mrs. A. Wiley, it's not just that. I mean, I hear people talking about, hey, that's Russia now. What, that was the U.S. No, they're the same damn people. These people have not changed. You think Putin is a Christian? Really? Stop it. The man had Orthodox Russians spying in Ukraine. What? No, they're the same people. Same people. I heard on the show last night, it's like, okay, I'm running out of time. I heard on the show last night. Oh man, I don't know. I I don't yeah. I don't believe a damn thing the Russians say. Not a damn thing. Yeah, Putin ain't playing no damn part. Putin's doing a hell of a lot more than playing a part. Putin's doing what Putin has always done and what Russia has always done. They are a colonizer. Take a look around them. Just take a look around. Nobody around them is confused. In case y'all are confused, nobody around them is confused. We in this country appear a lot more confused than those countries around them. That's why I played Peter Zion the other day. He was absolutely right. These people had to apply for NATO membership. They weren't dragged into NATO. They looked at who is our threat, and it was the Russian bear. Unsurprisingly. It just seems like a lot of us are surprised by that. I don't know why. I don't know why. Anyway, that's my rant to end this show. Hopefully, I will be in place and structured tomorrow. More than likely, tomorrow after the show, I'm going to be driving to Atlanta. So somehow the show from Friday will be from Atlanta. Okay? Later, Gators.